I am so annoyed. Hey guys, you're watching One Natalie. My name is AJ and we are back on another episode of Let's Build Springfield, episode 46. I just recorded an episode. If we warp to Burns... whoops, I'm stuck. Should have been last episode, we finished off Burns's manor to a degree that I was happy with. I don't know what I'm saying with. Basically, I recorded it, but for some reason it didn't record my voice. So then I had to look through my settings, and then I realised what I had done wrong. So I didn't want to upload a video with no voice whatsoever. So we're scrapping it. We're going to do something else today. But to be fair, the only thing that we done was we obviously terraformed around all the side here. It was very quick. We just used the brushes. We put in the driveway. We put the front on with slopes, which are great because you can actually walk up them and down them without having to jump. It's really, really nice. We put this cool banister all the way around it, and then we put this sort of tiered system down the front. There wasn't enough pictures of Burns's manor to really do the outside very well. I did ask you guys if you'd seen an episode of the perimeter of Burns's manor. I think a lot of it is hedge, and then at the front I think is some big iron gates. I think that's what it is anyway, and I think that's what I'm going to do most of the way around. At the back, hello, chunk missing, there we go. At the back, obviously we need to terraform it out a little bit, let it sort of go down a bit more of a steady slope instead of how stiff it is currently. And I expect out the back there's probably a big fountain. It's the sort of thing that Burns would have, a big fountain, maybe a statue of himself. I was saying how I want a statue of myself in my garden. I think it would be awesome. My Minecraft character, I don't think an actual statue of the real me would look all that good in the back garden, but a Minecraft one would be good. And then I was going to surround it with trees, but we can come back here every sort of 5 episodes or so and add a fountain, and then come back and add a little bit more, add the gates and stuff like that, because it's such a big building and there's so much that is surrounding this house that we just can't do it every other episode for too long. You guys are going to get bored of it, and I'm going to get bored of it, so I'd rather do it every now and again and keep my interest. But apart from that, it looks absolutely awesome. I'm so pleased with it. It looks great. We even put in the little hound doors as well, you know, where release the hounds, and then the hounds would come out of there. Whoops, I'm so fast at the minute. And then we put down Mr. Burns and Smithers. I think this is an old Smithers texture. I do have a new one, I'm sure, on my computer. I just haven't put it into the game files yet. But it was a Smithers that I had, so I just put him in. And we've got Mr. Burns as well. He's even got the 3 little... Whoops. Let me slow down. Speed 2. He's even got the little 3 dots on his head, which is quite funny. I done an impression of Mr. Burns and Smithers. I don't think I'll be doing it again. But I made his arms, legs, and body a lot thinner than the default, because we wanted him to look quite weaselly, quite thin and feeble and weak, which is what Mr. Burns is. He's a very small and weak man now. And old. Excellent. That's what I'm going to do. That's the only impression I'm going to do. If the audio worked, you'd have got a full impression of both characters. But I'm not going to do it here. Let's warp to the square, because today we're going to build something behind the square here. I really want to start filling up this area. Come on, chunks. Load up. Load up. I really want to get this square more busy. We've put in these 3 filler buildings, which I'm happy with, but I want a building right here, which is an actual real building. It in the Simpsons. It's the Gypsy fortune teller building, and the reason why I chose it is because it's going to fit in so well with the style of buildings that we've got around this area. It is a 2-story building, so hopefully we should be able to do it quite well, I think. So that's the edge of the building. Okay. No, I think I'm going to do it right up to the path, I think. Now, do we want to do this right up against it, or do we want to have... On the picture, it's got a few car parking spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be good. That would be good. We'll do it back here. Okay, now, Gypsy fortune teller. The bottom story is quite blank, but the top story has the windows in, so that's what we're going to base off the width of the building by using the top windows. So we've got 1 window in there, and then we've got 1 window in there, and then this is where the door will be. So I'm going to put a block. No, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to put a block here for a 2 wide door. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing with a window there, and another block on the side. Okay, wonderful. So we've now got the width of the building, but along the bottom here, there is actually a window in here, isn't there? Let's put in this window 3 blocks wide, 2 blocks high, like so. The door, as you can see on the picture, the door isn't going to be an easy one to do. I'm sort of looking forward to try to do it in Minecraft, but it's got an arch on it, and we all know that arches just don't work in Minecraft. It's just something that has never really worked at all, but we're going to give it a go. So we want the stairs in. They're 2 blocks high, so we're going to do it like this. That looks a little bit high to me. I think what we'll do instead, we'll put the 2 steps in using a slab, like so. And then there's like I'm using wool. You could use quartz if you wanted to. The wool's just such a nice texture in this texture pack that I'm going to use that instead. We're going to put those on top and then colour those in like that. So we've now got our entryway into the fortune teller. The door has to be, well, either 2 or 3 blocks high. I think that would be 3 blocks high. That looks too tall. So we'll do it like that instead. And then the windows go up above it. So let's actually divide up first. There's a white strip that leads between the two. I think if we do it on this height, it'll make the windows above it look a lot better. So this goes around the entire perimeter of the building, like this. And I even have the little ones cut down as well, because I'm not prepared this episode. I was prepared last episode as well, just not... I didn't check my audio settings, and it's really annoyed me. But at the end of the day, we didn't really do that much. You saw what we done. I was happy with the episode because we had a good... Did I lose something then? Oh yeah, I lost Carpenters Blocks. I was happy with the episode, but as you can see, we didn't really do a lot of stuff. We just talked a lot. We swapped some stories and stuff like that. But there's always another time for those stories, so I'm not really too bothered. Okay, now, very interesting colour scheme on this building. Red, white, and purple mostly. It looks lovely. I mean, I'm really happy with the colour choices that the Simpsons went for. But it is a strange one. It's a very strange one. I think what we're going to do is, I think I want to do 3 high windows on the back here. Seeing as though we've got the height of the building already. Yeah, that does look quite nice. Okay, so we'll put those in. Put these up here. And then the break in the middle. Okay, and then the windows go in here. Now, the windows actually are a really nice design. What they have is they have these slightly bigger white ones on the top and the bottom. There. And then between it, they have these purple ones. And then what we're going to do is we're going to split up about there for... I think I might put those around here as well. I think that'll look a lot better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So that goes on all of the windows all of the way around. I expect the right side of the building will be symmetrical to the left side, which we can see on the picture. So I'm happy to do that. The back, I suspect, probably only has windows on the top floor, the same as the front. The bottom, I don't think there's going to be much, because it doesn't look like there's going to be much at the back anyway. But I do remember that I think there's been a couple of episodes of which this building has been in. I think Lisa went to it once and found out her fortune, and it came true at the end, or a part of it came true, and it was quite, because she didn't believe in any of that sort of stuff until it happened. I can't remember what other episode. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in another episode, because for some reason I've got this image in my head of what the fortune teller looks like. She's this... I have no idea. Maybe you guys can find a picture for me and link it in the comments. But from what I can remember, she's sort of like a hippie-looking woman, if you imagine what sort of generic... That's almost racist, isn't it? A generic-looking hippie. You guys know what I mean. You know, with the sort of dream catchers around her neck and the stuff that they put in their hair, you know, the netting and stuff like that. A lot of purple on her. Same sort of colour scheme as the building, in fact. And she had like very long fingers, from what I can remember. Okay, that's perfect. Actually, these bottom windows are like 2 blocks tall. So we've accidentally done that quite well. I'm very pleased with that. Okay, so these ones, the glass would be in like this and like this. Again with the white. If we try this, I want to try this. I'm going to put the whites on there instead. And then put that like that. Oops. It makes the window look a little bit shorter than what it actually is. Do you know what I mean? It's still 2 blocks high, but we're sort of compressing it into like 1 3/4 blocks instead. It doesn't. They don't look like a full square anymore, do they? So I'm very happy with that. And then this comes around the edge here. Oh yeah, we needed to do that anyway to get this to go all the way along. That was lucky. Like this. Around the back. Perfect. Perfect. Those windows will be the same. Be the same on the other side. And then at the top here. Now, I think what I'm going to do, because I always make this mistake when doing the tops. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go from there. And then come out. This is the roof block that I've chosen. It's the closest to what I can get. That's in line yet. So we're going to grab our wand. Oops. Wand, if I can spell right. We'll go from there to there. And what ID is this, Clay? 172. Set to 172. Puts that down now. At the moment, we've got this sort of weird colour at the top that isn't on the picture. But I cut down these to go around the edge. And these to go on the corner here. Like that. And that. It's so close to being right, but the only trouble, as you might have already seen, is that the top is now in line with the roof. So we have a couple of options. I think what I'm going to do is actually remove the ID 172 clay off the top and instead replace it with a half slab like that of the same colour. That would bring the white a little bit taller than it, and I think will look the best. I think that will look the nicest. Okay, so that goes around the edge. You guys get that. We can do all that sort of stuff off camera. Let's just work on the back so you guys don't complain about me cutting out stuff that you need to see. All right, so we have to start with something like this, and then we have to go along the top. Oops, as well. Would there be a back door on here? I think I'm gonna do like a fire escape door. So, we could even do it on the second floor to add a little bit of interesting detail. So, if we put that in, like that, that's where the emergency door will go. And then we'll have, like, what's the easiest way to explain it? If I come over here, on the Aztec Theatre, we've got exactly the same sort of thing. With this sort of mesh staircase coming down. That'll add a little bit of interesting detail to the edge there. That's looking really cool. I love that colour. We've obviously got the Carpenters Blocks to put in as well to add the brick texture in now and again. Obviously, we don't like to build a whole building in bricks because it's very overwhelming. But now and again, I always think looks very, very nice. Daytime. Okay, so we've got the 2 windows in there. That is actually in line with what where the third window would be. Oh, but it does... No, let's take that out. I don't like that middle one in. We'll do that. And then along the back here, I think I'm going to leave completely blank because it seems to be the bottom floor is more of a basement. It's more of a small basement instead of like a ground floor. It seems like you walk in sort of halfway between the two. But from the picture, it looks like you do most of the work upstairs. And then downstairs would probably be like where all her sneaky mojo stuff will be. You know, the spooky fortune teller stuff. Alright, and then this will be the same as that wall. So let me do everything that we've done so far around the entire perimeter. You know what I'm going to do up here? I'm going to drop down this to a half block instead. So we just cut down one of those blocks in the crafting table to do that. Put the white around all the side and put all the windows in. All that boring stuff that we've already seen. And then we'll come back and we'll add a little bit more detail to it, okay? I'll be right back. Alright, we're in, we're done. Well, not done. We've caught up. I've got the roof now down half a block. And this is the perfect height, I think, for any roof. Whenever you're doing a flat roof, try to get the edge of the roof at least half a block. Well, I find half a block is probably the perfect height above the rest of the roof. It puts more depth. It has a little bit of shadow. You get a little bit more definition into the roof, and it makes a flat roof look a little bit more interesting. We've done it ever since the beginning here. We've got it on the police station. We've even got it on the Krusty Burger here. It's mostly unintentional, but it always does look better. All the buildings with flat roofs, we always drop down at least half a block. Even some a full block, but I think half a block probably looks the best. Okay, so let's get our garage doors down now, which are going to go right here and here. We've got the full purple blocks to colour it up, and then we're going to hit it with a hammer, and we're going to try and get the glass one. Yeah, that one's probably the closest to it that we're going to get. And then I'm going to use a mixture of these ones and the little nooks to try and get... Can I put one there? Excellent. And try and get an arch. Now, as you guys may well know, if you've played Minecraft before, which I'm sure you all have, curves don't work. Curves just don't do very well. So I think the closest we can get, you know, I'm very, very, very happy with that. And then I might put something like that. Does that look even better? I think so. There's a little bit of detail on the top there. Oops. I'm very, very, very happy with that. That's almost a stair. You could do that in vanilla Minecraft, isn't it? That's just a stair. And then around here is sort of, you could do stairs this way and it would work. So yeah, you could get pretty close in vanilla, which is surprising. Very happy though. I'm liking that. Definitely like that. Okay, there's a little bit to do at the front, but we put in an extra door at the back here. So we're going to hit this with the hammer. I think we're going to go with another glass one just to make it look similar. We'll surround those with the... Whoops. Goodbye, door. Surround this with the purple. And I'm going to put down a slightly thinner white ledge around it, with maybe the thicker squares in the corner. Oh, yeah, that's really nice design, actually. I should do that more often in, like, our own builds. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to have to take out a few of these and replace them with these Carpenter blocks. Hit them with a hammer from underneath to make them into half slabs. And we're going to have a way down here as well. So, I think we're going to do something like this. And then get carpenter's stairs in, which we do have there. I couldn't find them for a second. And then we need to drop these down as well. So, one like this. And we do it the same way as any vanilla sort of Minecraft stair set. You put one up the right way around, one upside down, one the right way around. And then the bottom is always tricky, isn't it? You've got to do it like that. Nope. Like that. Nope. If we hit it with a hammer, we might, we might eventually get there. That's so close. I have no idea how this hammer works. No, that's no, stop it. Oh, we broke two now. And they're like that. Perfect. We got them in the end. And then we grabbed some iron bars, not an iron shovel. And these Carpenter blocks are great because we can actually put any texture in the game onto them. So I think this always looks like this sort of grates that you get. I love that look. That looks so good. I would really like if we put one there. I know it makes it impossible to get up and down the stairs, but it does look better. And then I think, ooh, you could double up, huh? I want, yeah, that's how I want it. I want this coming around here. The only trouble is, I have to shift click through that. The only trouble is that stops it from going there. Unless we done that. You know, I sort of like that doubled up look. It makes it look a lot thicker. Oops. How did I do that? How on earth did I place that? That was like the shot of the century. We can do it along these stairs as well. Front and sides. Really cool. That's a really cool thing, actually. You can actually put any texture you want onto the front and onto the top of a stair. Oops, onto the top. So you can get some really, really unique stairs. I mean, they can look fantastic if you really know what you're doing. I don't, unfortunately, so we're going to stick with the basics. like this. On the front. Hey. Thank you. Oh, we already had it on there. There and there. I really like that. It really thickens it up. It makes it look a lot busier. I've already got it on there. And we've got it on the top as well. Wonderful. Okay, I'm very, very happy. Did I see something weird there? Yeah, I did. There is something. There. Gotcha. Yep, I like that on the back then. So we've got like an exit route, fire exit door. Always a safe thing to have. And then the front should be relatively easy. Famous last words, as they say. So we're going to go from there to there. We shall set to stone. And then there's like this pathway in. And I think if we just probably use that, that probably look the best, I think. It's a little bit too dark. Maybe we should have used clay instead. I haven't got clay on me. Clay. I can't spell today. Clay and crafting table. If we cut this down, this will just be a little bit lighter. Will stand out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks a lot better. Okay, so we put this around here. It's surprising how much we've used clay this series. Clay is never used. It's like one of the blocks that is just, I don't know, you might occasionally grab it in survival only because you have to make bricks. Obviously on console at the moment, a lot of people are collecting a lot of clay to make into stained clay. But as soon as the mesa biome comes out, all of that will change. You will no longer be collecting clay at all, because you'll be able to get so much clay, so much more clay than you can ever imagine from the mesa biome, and just go straight to hardened clay instead of smelting up clay and all that sort of stuff and then dyeing it. You can get most of the colours that you want already dyed for you, and the ones that aren't there for you already dyed, you just harvest up normal hardened clay and then dye it straight off the bat. No more smelting, no more nonsense like that. It's all straight. So it will become more abandoned on console pretty soon, I imagine, whenever the update comes out. I have no idea when that is, by the way, guys. I don't do news videos. I do keep a close eye on 4J's Twitter, but that's about it. I don't really pay too much attention to it. I'm actually going to put one down the middle here. I know this is in front of the stairs, but on the picture there is. So I'm going to do that as well. I like that. I really, really like that. Now, there are some, like, bins. Oh, in fact, we've missed an important detail. There is a basement. We suspected as much, didn't we? There's a basement down here with another door. That's about there. It's just a small door. Garage door I've got on me. Like that. Purple and purple. Again, it's a glass one. So we'll hit it with a chisel. Yeah, and then it's got a rail that comes out here. Now, the rail is actually going to be a real... I'm not going to do the rail because we've got half slabs there, and it's just going to be a total pain to do. But I'm glad I spotted that, otherwise I would... Oops. Otherwise, you guys could have got a little angry with me for not looking at that too closely. Oh, cool. Alright, so there's a little bit more stuff in it than I thought. And then we've got the roof details to go on. There's a couple of these little things. Now these stand out of the ground because these are half slabs, obviously. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those there like this. Actually, I'll use these ones. Then these can go in the middle of the blocks. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Same thing over here. You've got to hit it twice because you put like a facade on it. Otherwise... And then there's a large aircon unit in here. I'm going to do it like a 2x3. Grab that. And then there's a taller one out here. I think this is like another 2x3, but this way. I'm actually going to do it 2 blocks high, though. And then we're going to get a slope, which I've got, to go. I'm going to put it on this side. And then put the full block down here. Why do I get rid of the only block I need? Whoops. Oh, I was lucky. Like so. And then we've got some roof detail? Detail in as well. The bins, I don't think that there's a trash can in here. We got barrels, but they're not grey. And they're not going to stand on half slabs either, which is a problem. Okay, so another detail we've got down here before we put in the... I messed up my words then. Before we put in the bricks, texture in some of them, is a little drain post that we're going to put down here. Perfect. Nice. It's a nice subtle detail, but it really does add. All of those sort of things add to the building. Okay, so we're going to need that. We're going to need the chisel, and we're going to need the red wool. And then we're going to put a few bricks in here as well. So there's going to be one brick in there. I might as well put all the blocks in first and then go around and colour them. What on earth happened there? Where's my hammer? How did it do that? Thank you. And I'm going to put one in there. I'm going to put one in up here. You done that again, huh? Must be something to do with the slabs above it. That's what it is. And then I'm going to put in a couple like that. Around the sides here, we're going to put in one... Oops, not there. Daytime. Like that. Couple in the middle here. Oops. Okay, I'll colour that one up now then. Before I forget about it. Like that. One down here. There's a lot of them. You can tell that this building is definitely meant to be entirely brick. I'm so glad that we don't do them entirely brick though, because it makes the building look so crowded. It really, really does. I don't like doing these at the top here, because you got to do that every time. I'm going to do it down here instead. We'll do a double. Oh no, don't do a double one there because of that. Okay, I like that. And I'm going to put one more in right there. Obviously, this will go all the way around the entire building as well. But for now, let's just see what this looks like. So, place and chisel them up. Place and chisel. Yeah, look at that. That adds so much detail. It makes the building look so great. And around the sides here. I've got them around the wrong way. I prefer to have the chisel on my right, just so my mouse wheel is a little bit easier. I always prefer like scrolling up than down. There we go. What a beautiful looking building. It really is nice. I really like that design. Great job to who makes it? EA? Well, no, EA didn't design the building. Obviously, this is off the Simpsons Tapped Out game, which is made by EA. But the actual building itself, I have absolutely no idea who designed it. Whoever did design it, then congratulations. It's definitely not Fox, that's for sure. They're not designers. Oops. There. And there. And a couple along the back. Not too many along the back because it's not really that busy around here. So we'll put those in there. I saw a flash of light in front of me then. My whole life flashed before my eyes. We'll put one in there. Got to hit that one with a hammer. Nope, not there. And a couple down here. Yeah, we'll do a 2-high one. Why not? Oops. Wonderful. And I think we're done, guys. I think we're done for this episode. This should have been the episode after. After this episode, but audio, technical errors. I don't know. You gotta expect some technical hitches now and again. I've done over 1,000 videos, nearly 1,500 videos or something like that, and I've only messed up a couple of times. So I'm quite impressed. I'm pleased. Alright guys, that's cool. That's added another building to the square here. Really starting to fill out. Episode 50 is obviously going to be a world tour. But by episode 50, I would really like to get some trees done and some beautification around the place. It's my own made up word. I hope you like it. But the beautification will hopefully just add a little bit of sort of greenery detail, trees, bushes and stuff like that. So we'll probably be doing that like episode 48 or 49 in preparation for episode 50 being the world tour. If you guys did enjoy the episode, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Be sure to check out the official The One and Only store down in the description below. I love saying that. That sounds so funny. Yeah, go and click it. Go and check it out. Go buy something. You guys will love it. I'm sure you will. Until then, though, guys, bye.